From an executive perspective, cybersecurity is not about network packets, bits and bytes, or even reverse engineering malware. Actually, from a cybersecurity executive perspective, or from an executive perspective in general, the objective is to understand the macro issues causing the breaches, the cybersecurity breaches for that matter. Once you understand what causes the breaches, you will be able to ask better questions, enabling you to quantify the risks to your organization, to a degree, of course. But you will have a better understanding, and having that understanding will drive several different things for you and your organization. Tracking the right risk metrics is a starting point for you. Understanding what are the enablers, what are the issues provoking the breaches, causing the breaches. You'll be able to ask the smart questions. You ask the right questions to drive the right metrics to understand if your organization is at risk at that point. So that is your objective as a small business and mid-sized business executive. Not necessarily understand everything about bits and bytes and network and what port's supposed to be open, what port's not supposed to be open. That is not your job, but asking the right questions. Also, another benefit of asking the right questions is being able to generate the right reports so you can keep track of everything that is going on in your organization. A few benefits of having the right reports in place for you. One is reporting helps you as an executive to more accurately assess your organizational risks. Second, also help you to understand if the mitigations that you put in place are being completed or not. That will shift liability here and there, but having the understanding if they are getting complete, the gaps are getting close to your risk is being diminished, is a great way to understand that, is having a report. And the third benefit, there are several, I'll just call these three out. But the third one is, I guess, the most important for you here as well, is the fact that a well-designed reporting will allow you to align your cybersecurity risks to your cybersecurity investment. So making sure that you have the best bang for the buck, if you will. Aligning those risks to your cybersecurity spending will allow you to be more resourceful with your budget, more diligent with your budget, and allowing you to close those gaps diligently. Once you start asking the right questions, your cybersecurity team may tell you it is impossible to get you the answers, or I will need more resources, people, technology, and so forth. Those are common questions, there are common challenges. However, if they are not able to provide those answers to you, it begs the question is, how do you even know that we're secure? Because you cannot even answer these simple questions. So it would take some time, absolutely. Take the time, but you need those measurements. You need to ask those right questions. Now, to be certain, of course, that your questions will drive better results, better cybersecurity and business decisions by asking for right questions, asking the right reports, rating the right metrics. So you may ask, what are the right reports? Well, it depends on your organization, but I'll give you an example. Most of you as executive probably have seen some type of measure or metric around patch management, about vulnerability, mitigating those vulnerabilities. But how many of you have asked the question is, how many are those vulnerabilities critical, exploitable, in high production systems residing in a DMZ? Basically, internet facing. That's a simple compound question, an oxymoron there for you, but it is a simple compound question that targets the report to be more accurate and more meaningful to you, rather than I have 1,000 vulnerabilities and 5,000 servers. And they are all over the place. right? And we're mitigating, basically boiling the ocean. What you're trying to do is very simple. What are your critical systems, applications, people, process, technologies? What are your critical systems? And what are the vulnerabilities that are high and exploitable? Just an example on those systems alone. And are they patched now? How fast they are being patched? How fast are they being taken care of? Are the control gaps being closed on those systems? Starting from there. So instead of having a broad, generic report, you're going to have a more concise, going straight to the target, straight to what matters to you, to your bottom line. Those systems that support the mission, vision, and services that you provide to your shareholders, making sure that they are taken care of. Those can be delivered on basically on the same reports that you're probably receiving today, just a little bit more focus.